In connection with the Freedom Riders incident that you mentioned, did you inform the FBI about planned violence prior to that incident?
Sir, I gave the FBI information pertaining to the Freedom Riders assault approximately 3 weeks before it occurred.
And what did you tell them?
I stated to them that I had been contacted by a Birmingham City detective who in turn wanted me to meet with a high-ranking officer of the Birmingham Police Department to set a reception for the Freedom Riders.
You mean the Birmingham policeman set up the beating of the Freedom Riders and you told the FBI that?
That's correct, sir.
And then were they beaten?
They were beaten very badly, yes.
And did the Birmingham police give you the time that they promised to give you to perform the beating?
Yes, sir. We were promised 15 minutes with absolutely no intervention from any police officer whatsoever. The information was passed on to the Bureau. We had our 15 minutes. Approximately 15 minutes after the Freedom Riders were attacked, a police officer ran over to me and stated, God damn it, get out of here, get them out of here. Your 15 minutes are up, we're sending the crew.
Yo, welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Dr. Will, and this is another 1804 history. Hey, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. So let's begin. So tonight, I wanted to talk about the Klansman / FBI informant, Gary Thomas Rowe Jr., who was active with the FBI from 1960 to 1965. And when you sit back and really think about just how wicked us as black folks, us as indigenous folks experienced and exhibited in the 1960s, is troubling. Because this man right here, who was an Alabama Klansman, was involved in the 3 most evilest acts that took place in the Civil Rights era. And starting with the Freedom Rides brawl that happened, where Klansmen / white vigilantes ambushed college kids, people who participated to help us register to vote, threw a bomb into the bus, could have killed dozens of people, and not only waited till they faced smoke inhalation, beat them almost half to death. And he was untouched. And the craziest part, that they was able to have unsupervised by the local police department, that they had 15 minutes to do what they had to do. And the moment that they were stopped or the time was up, they was ordered to stop doing what they was doing. But he was never tried or arrested, even though the FBI knew who all participated in a brawl. Like, that's sickening. Like, when you really sit back and think about just how many of us was killed from petty crimes and accusations. Like, it's just crazy. And also, just with knowing the sacrifice that it took for us to have privileges, and people always saying that, oh, we not our ancestors, we would never be like our ancestors because our ancestors were warriors. Well, we're entitled. We're entitled to this and to that, but no blood was shed, no tear was rained down. But yet we have the nerve to disrespect our forefathers and our ancestors every day. Like, I don't understand these folks. But yeah, he was involved in that and was able to, meet with Congress and tell them that story. But yeah, it was really crazy. And a lot of people really don't be knowing. And just also, he participated in the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing as well. Like, and rumors say that he set the bomb. there. And he didn't get arrested, but Dynamite Bob was practically the only one who was arrested from this crime, when it was two more individuals, and one of them was an FBI informant. So they knew all these years who took those lives of those little girls, and nothing happened. And I tell people this all the time, that don't think that you exempt from all of this. And rest in peace to Carolyn Robertson, Denise McNair, Addie Mae Collins, and Cynthia Wesley. Y'all did not deserve that. Y'all was just going to church and wanted to praise God and sing and get the lesson. And y'all ended up dying over stupidity for no reason. And that crushed me, because I'm an uncle of little girls, and that crushed me. Just reading about this and stuff like that. But also, just the worst was knowing that he took the life of Viola Liuzzo. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I always butcher her name. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. But for her to have just this big heart to give up her life as a wife of 3 kids and a husband, to come down to Selma, Alabama, to give rides to other local freemen fighters and stuff like that. I'm so sorry, I can't talk tonight. I don't know what's going on. But just the fact that he seen her driving, a black guy. He was in a passenger seat, and he had the nerve to follow them, and he shot her in the head, and the car ran off the road. And this mom was brutally murdered and was taken from her 3 kids and her husband. And the next day, the FBI had the nerve to smear their mother, making it out to be a affair and foul play, which wasn't. They just didn't want to be caught, or they didn't want to be exposed of having an informant in the midst of their investigation. But this lady had no idea what she was getting herself into, but just the fact that she sacrificed her life for my freedom and stuff like that in the near future, I can always appreciate that. That took courage, that took guts, because ain't a lot of white people willing to do that for us. And it's just the saddest part about all of this is the fact that he have never paid for what he did. Like, he got his karma throughout later years. He was divorced 4 times. He went broke because, hey, you don't do all those atrocities and not live happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to get some type of karma, some type of pushback. Nobody didn't want to deal with him, and he had to change his name. But for him to be hiding in that meeting, like, show your face. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like, you bad enough to commit crimes, you bad enough to expose yourself. But you a coward. You had to hide, like Nikki Barnes. You had to wear a mask and stuff and be used as a puppet. But he died from a heart attack, alone, broke, and another bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's going to conclude this story. But I wanted to just say my piece real quick. Like, when we ever stop hating each other, when we would stop doing their dirty work. Because at the end of the day, we all we got. We all we need. And what people fail to realize is that nobody is coming to save us. Only we can save ourselves. Like, I'm not anyone's enemy. But when you try to rob me of my livelihood and shit on what I built, then you become an enemy of me. And when you become an enemy of me, I have a right to dispose of you as well as I please. And I stand on business. So black folks and people of my peers, we have to stand together. Otherwise, we're going to be destroyed. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm out, y'all. Thank y'all. If y'all want to like the video for more notifications to come, please keep me in y'all algorithm, and please keep me in y'all prayers. All right. Have a good night. Thank you. Peace.